Belgian Media Award and welcome to my review for The Guest. This film's been out in the UK for the past couple of weeks or so now and it's going to be released in US cinemas very soon. It's directed by Wingard, who did a couple of found footage VHS shorts within VHS 1 and 2 and did last year's slasher movie, one of my favourite slasher movies from last year in horror movies, You're Next. A fantastic 80s homage, really kick-ass movie, really well done, really underrated. A lot of people slag this off for no real reason. It's done really well and I absolutely enjoy watching it. And of course he's back to do his latest movie, The Guest, which, wow, what a film. I really did enjoy it. The film stars, main stars is Danny Stevenson's from ITV's Downton Abbey, a British actor that's definitely going to do very well for himself, I think, from this film. And of course he's in a Walk Among the Tombstones with Liam Neeson. That's going to be due out for next week's film, coming out in the UK. He's in that as well. So I think he's going to do really well for himself. And best of luck to him because he was really fantastic in this movie. The storyline for The Guest, without giving away too many spoilers, so so on and so forth. Basically, he's playing this kind of like soldier that's been discharged. He's going to this kind of family home, and they their son has died in action pretty much. He's a soldier, well, died in action. He's there to pay his respects and say, okay, I knew your son. He wanted me to tell you that he loved you and things like that. And they basically say stay with us for a bit, until you get back on your feet. You'd be really good for us, to try and get to know you as a person and things like that. And so they offer him to stay in the spare room, and a couple of things starts going on. Strange series of deaths happen, and something is not quite right with our lovable, charming character here, which escalates into complete madness, which is a really intense, really just a really entertaining movie, a solid piece of entertainment for sure. I walked into the movie with sort of high expectations. I really enjoyed You're Next. I really enjoyed the VHS shorts from the director. They're really good at what they do, and they're definitely filmmakers that want to make movies this year. They want to just do something a bit different, and and just put the fun back into films again. I really do appreciate that, because it really blew me away in terms of just how much passion and energy they went into the movie in terms of acting, in terms of action and dark comedy, and just the script was just so really well done. And the film, again, like You're Next, is an 80s homage. It's got that really fantastic soundtrack. Basically the best way I can describe it is taking Rambo, The First Blood, taking that core story of a soldier trying to integrate back into life again in a sense, and basically make that more sinister, make it more darker, and take Drive and just mash it into one. That style, that cinematography, the soundtrack, with some 80s vibes going in there, kind of thing. Mix it all up, and you've got The Guest practically, and it just works really well. Acting is really well done. Of course, Dan Stevenson, he is kind of a better Ryan Gosling, I think, perfectly honest. I think Ryan Gosling is losing himself in himself recently with the films he's doing. I think he needs to get back on track for sure, and I think Dan Stevenson is really well done. He just so many as an actor. I think this is a great piece, it's a great script for an actor as well. It's just considering he puts a charming personality guy, something sinister, the way he changed his face on cue is just really interesting. There's one bit he's going about to snap your neck, because everybody's oh yeah, well, of course we're friends, yeah, kind of thing like that. And you just tell there's so many different emotions, different things going on behind those eyes, and it's just the performance is just really fantastic, and it definitely escalates a lot more into the movie as it progresses. A lot of the other characters in the movie, of course, the person who plays Anna, really well done performance as well, first time actress. Great stuff, a couple of first-time actors here. The film itself is a mash of dark comedy, action thriller, and a bit of horror elements within its final acts. It really surprised me how many levels the script and the actual film changed as the film went on. It had some really good, solid, character moments. For sure, there's definitely bits where you're high-fiving kind of our main character here. It's kind of like a character you're not sure whether to like or hate in a sense, and then it becomes a bit more clear later on. But it's just the level of dark comedy throughout is just really funny, and I found myself one of the few people laughing out loud the most during the theatre screaming. I've seen the film twice now, and it's definitely a solid piece of entertainment. It may have a couple of flaws in place with time in terms of maybe not enough backbone, maybe enough meat of the story. Nonetheless, the film is sheer entertainment, and if you go into the movie, you're going to have a blast. Get some popcorn, have some sweets, whatever, just have a blast. And it's definitely an adrenaline, filled adventure. It's definitely been one of my favourite cinema experiences recently, with films like, Lucy and Into the Storm. They've just been very average or forgettable movies. And, this movie actually did stand above and went above what I thought it was going to be, which is the whole point of going to a cinema. You see the trailers, you see the posters, you see the name, and you're thinking, okay, I want to watch it and I want to be entertained, I want to be, blown away. And I love it when movies go way beyond my expectations, and this one definitely for sure. So if you definitely want a good 80s homage, you're just gonna have a blast for sure. It's a great film. Just go and enjoy it and support the movie. It's a definitely must own on DVD and Blu-ray for sure. I cannot wait to see their next project. I'm sure it's going to be just even better than this, and the film does kind of suggest maybe a possible sequel, possibly, but I'm not too bothered if there is or not. So yeah, so definitely go and check out The Guest, and go and check out Your Next as well. Definitely a really underrated movie, definitely needs to be appreciated a bit more. That's been my thoughts and opinions on The Guest. I hope you enjoy watching this review. What do you think of the movie? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's well done? Opinions, comment down below. So in the meantime, I'm TV. Signing out.